Hello, welcome back to the series that we're doing with Tom Lonsborough from Manchester MIDI School, who's also an Ableton certified trainer, and he's kind of running us through some of the tips and tricks that he uses for his live setup. He performs as 2 billion beats as well. So Tom, what are we looking at today?
Okay, so what we're going to look at is monitoring on stage or in the booth. What I've found, with all due respect to venues and sound engineers, is often the monitoring isn't ideal on stage, so it helps if you can sort of monitor yourself, you provide your own solution. So I do that using the headphone output on the Motu and creating a quick headphone mix in live. Okay, so unlike in the studio, the send is post fader,
Right.
which means that if I do any tweaks to the volume...
That's what you want it to be, so obviously
yeah,
the mix reflects the mix.
Exactly,
Right.
So that if the balance is wrong, I'll be able to pick it up in the cans and just tweak it, you know, as opposed to it being a completely separate entity from the main mix out.
And it is worth having the one set up, because also, not only that, it's like if you're not sure about something and you're getting ready to play and you just got to check,
exactly.
Oh yeah, that is all working without it coming out the front of the house.
Check to make sure that it's actually making a noise. That always helps. So what we've got, because there's two of us, is a dirt cheap little Behringer headphone amp, and that just goes into the front of the Motu. So the output is 13 and 14 from the Motu. So we've got a return track in live, which correspondingly is sending information to external out 13 and 14. So all I need to do is just dial in send G on each of the tracks that I'd like to monitor. So all the main ones, the drums, the bass, any of the synths. You see, it's all pretty much.
Do you set them all at kind of pretty much unity or at the same sort of level? Right.
I tend to do it with the iPad, and you can see it's all pretty much 50%, as opposed to that's in dBs, whereas this, it just says 50%.
Right, okay.
So we've got them all, at the same level. So like I say, that mirrors the balance that's going out.
And then worst case scenario, you can at least clamp a pair of headphones on and just kind of hear what you're doing. Yeah,
I mean, if we were solely just triggering the synthesizers and it's all synced up, you don't necessarily need to worry about that. But because we've got a singer and I play a few keys live, you just need to be able to key into the rhythm especially, so you can just...
And I guess that also comes down to how low a latency you can set on the through. I mean, in your setup, how low do you go?
Correct. I have got my buffer size at 256 samples, which is giving me 13 milliseconds, so it's really...
It's quite really tight. I mean, for some singers find that a problem because you get that ever so slight delay. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's one of the skills of modern vocalists, are probably getting used to working with some form of latency in the system.
And actually, the other thing that we have used before when it's necessary is the LD systems, like wireless in-ear thing for Maz if she needs it, which just connects into that again, so she can be hearing what I'm hearing.
And not wearing a great big pair.
Not wearing a great big, got some of those snazzy little Shure in-ear jobs.
Right, so it's, I mean, again, this is for a live situation particularly where, worst case scenario is, sorry Gov, the monitors aren't working or whatever.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess that's the thing with working with a live situation. You've got to sort of have a plan for multiple eventualities, right?
Correct, which I think we're going to cover in more detail in another video, but that's certainly one aspect of it, is being able to hear what's going on. If you imagine, for the DJs out there, if you turned up and you didn't have headphones and there wasn't a booth monitor, it's no chance, you'd have no chance. So it's the same sort of idea, really. Kind
of seems obvious, but sometimes you need to say, and you need to kind of make sure, if there's more than one of you, you all need to hear.
Exactly,
right? Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Tom. See you next time.